Greetings, good morning. I know I've missed a few days of videoing, but it was necessary. No apology is necessary. I had to take care of myself, and I had to download and integrate and upgrade for the next phase. And so, yeah, let's get to it. Also, I shaved my head. Go ahead and find your easy seated, comfortable position. Find a nice deep breath. Inhale deeply. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, expand into every single cell of your body, into your energetic field. Breathe so deep into the space. And on the exhale, feel tension, tightness, perceived pain, suffering melting away. Relaxing even deeper into your vessel. Inhale, expand. Exhale, relax. This place of stillness we're finding ourselves in. Take a place, find the place that's contracted, that's holding on. Just witness, observe, no judgment, no criticism, no expectation, just seeing. And invite that space to soften. Just a micrometer more. Relax the tension in the hips, the low back, the shoulders, the neck, the face. Soften the body. Calling on God, Divine Maker, Creator, Source. The energy of the Divine Feminine Mother that resides and runs through everything in the Divine Masculine Father that complements the Divine Mother. Calling our respect to our ancestors and the generations that lay before us. Be with us now for the highest timeline, for the highest space of healing and delivery of any divine wisdom and messages that you'd like to come through. Calling in the angels, archangels, ascended masters. Only the true guides that are here for the highest light. Calling in the Medicina, Ayahuasca, Renikia, Mayorao, Mapacho, Palo Santo, Sage, the spirits of the plants that surround me, calling you in so deeply. Calling on our highest alignment in this moment. Calling on our light body. Calling on our receptivity and relaxation so that we may receive. Protect this space, guide this space. And let us tune into you. Just keep finding deep breaths here. As we keep relaxing, expanding into those spaces of contraction, and giving space in the silence of our soul, the stillness of our mind, for whatever message to come through. what's coming through is balance. To find balance in all of your activities, all of your desires, all of your passions, all of your dreams, all of your obligations, all of your responsibilities. Find the balance. And the way that we can support you in finding the balance is to take time every morning to ground. Take time to find your deep breaths. Take time to feel yourself connecting into the earth's energy, connecting into the we consciousness flow. And when you lean on the space of trust and you lean on the group energy and you allow yourself to melt into that group energy, you're able to be receptive to divine guidance and flow even deeper. And really acknowledge and recognize that we are right here supporting you every step of the way, of everything that you're doing. And to keep finding balance, keep being patient with the process, and really take care of yourself. If you are not balanced, if you are not taking care of yourself, you cannot serve others. You're doing a disservice to others if you are putting everyone before the balance of moving and taking care of your own vessel. From the space of the light that shines within you, when that space is balanced and aligned, your reality is reflected outside of you that reflects the inside of what you're moving through. So in order to help liberate, to help free, to help truly serve others, really focus on going inwards and serving yourself in this space, and all of the other actions and responsibilities will be taken care of. Every action, responsibility will be taken care of when you take care of yourself. As you make more time and space for yourself in your balance, you'll have more space to just hold, to feel, to be, and allow the space to be managed. Allow it to flow effortlessly, not forcing anything. And allowing yourself to always be in the state of presence and peace with everything you're engaged into. And when you find yourself becoming stressed, acknowledge it, feel it fully, and then put it down. Not avoiding, just letting it go. Breathing through it, letting the energy move, and finding your center. The greatest gift of service we can give is finding our center in every moment. And the more we connect into this space and into this place, the more we're able to liberate and really radiate that outwards to our friends, to our families, to our connecting mandalas, to the earth, to other timelines, to other dimensions, to other planes, to other galaxies. But it comes from strengthening that bond, that relationship with stillness within. Balance. Find a deep breath here. Expanding, sipping in all of that divine nectar, the breath of life. Exhale, relax. Hold some space and some stillness to integrate this frequency. Allowing these downloads, these codes to be shared. Give yourself permission to receive. Deep breath, inhale. And let it go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And just to kind of go into discussion, if I can remember everything that kind of just happened, balance and taking care of yourself. And this is really aligned with what I'm going through naturally. And really the message here is to trust in the divine guidance and to trust in the space. There's a lot of pressure right now as we keep moving through these portals and these vortexes. We're spiraling through the galaxy, all of the planets in the solar system. That's science, that's physics. You can look that up if that interests you. Maybe I'll put a link into a really great graphic of it. But we're spiraling in the galaxy all together, just moving, just like the cosmos. Everything that expresses itself in spirals, the numbers that explore and infinitesimally open up, and then infinitesimally collapse in the other direction and spiral the other way. And so we're spiraling forward into space here, forward. And as we keep spiraling, we're moving through all of these energetic portals and gateways, especially as we take these leaps into the Aquarian Age. And so our capacity to receive and integrate downloads is becoming quicker and quicker and quicker and quicker. If our light body is not prepared for that, we find symptoms of psychosis in their own way. And psychosis has many, many different layers. It doesn't just have to be erratic behavior. It can just it can be the energy of just like collapsing and feeling the pressure all around you and not knowing how to mentally cope or be with it. And so as we keep aligning ourselves and really connecting in with the seat of the soul, we find that space of peace that allows us to move through these transitions. And it's our responsibility to take care of our physical vessels, our mental health, our spiritual health, in order to really be aligned with the times. At this time as well, there's a lot of death and a lot of passing. And I say this with all the respect for the suffering, all the respect for these lives that are being lost. But as these deaths are occurring, the veil keeps getting thinner and thinner, and consciousness is shedding old patterns, old ways, any oppressive patterns and behaviors that are ingrained in that lower fear-based 3D paradigm. And as we keep elevating and shifting higher in consciousness, we're moving from a place of fear into a place of love. So the best way to prepare the body to receive is to move into a place of love all the time, to really facing fears, acknowledging them, allowing the energy to pass, and releasing them, and coming into a place of balance. When we're faced with our fears, it's not easy work. When our big fears come up, it's very discombobulating, and everything that we practice leads up to this moment, like our yoga, our breath, our diet, our meditation, our mudras, our tools, whatever it is you connect to, your Reiki, your energy healing, whatever master tools that you work with, all of those moments with those tools are practice for all the moments that you need it for to continue practicing. So we're living to practice. So life is a huge practice, and when we face those fears, we can use those tools that we've been practicing in that moment to help move us through the fears. It doesn't necessarily mean it'll completely shift us right away, but what it does mean is that we're leaning in the right direction, and we're not so personalized and absorbed in our own suffering of our own fear. We're able to expand a little bit deeper, knowing that there's a way to get through this, and we will get through it, and we have to lean on that divine guidance, and also leaning on your light, leaning on your God, your guru, leaning on yourself, leaning on your friends, your family. This is really about the we mission. Like, none of this is done as an individual I. Everything that you are moving through, I am moving through. Everything I am moving through, you are moving through. There is an complete equal acceptance and respect for being individual, sovereign human beings with a layer of separateness. But in the grand cosmic operation, we're all source. We're all moving from a place of source, moving towards source, through source, with source, for source. I love that. And balance. Find balance every single day, whatever that means for you, however you need to find it. Find the ways that you connect to balance. It doesn't have to be some deep spiritual practice. It doesn't have to be meditation. You can find your balance when you're cooking. You can find your balance while you're washing your hands. You can find your balance by just standing up straight and taking a deep breath. And to me, where I touch the element, all of that is a deep spiritual practice. All of it, our whole existence, where I operate from, is a huge spiritual practice. Whether we recognize it or not, whether we operate like that or not, every movement we make is spiritual practice. And balance is the key to this time. And as we're moving through these portals, we're receiving energetic stimulus and downloads, but also very physical, very human. We're also receiving a lot of stimulus input. There's a lot of being on the computer, a lot of being on our devices, and we're receiving that frequency and that energy coming through us. Of course, the science of our time span, or our attention span being shorter and shorter, just the way we're conditioned with media and all of the other things, just social conditioning in our lives. There's a lot of pressure and a lot of stimulus that's always coming at us, spiritually, energetically, emotionally, physically. We're dealing with a lot, especially in this COVID time. And so a way to help cope with that, balance. Find your breath, find your balance. Find your peace, and really let it all go. Put it all down. You have this massive, long to-do list. Yes, great. You're inspired. You want to be productive. You want to do all these things. But instead of doing all of those things or feeling the pressure to do all of those things, all of the things always get done exactly how they need to get done. And whatever doesn't get done doesn't need to get done. Always in divine timing. And so really trust in timing. Trust in the space. Lean on something outside of yourself. Lean on the soul within you. And equalize. Lean on infinity, because it's all here to support you and your mission and your guidance and your love. And call on the support. Call on the help. Call on the guidance. And as you tap deeper into that relationship and you connect even deeper with it, it's more and more available to you. This isn't special. I'm not special with my connection. You have the same exact connection. All we have to do is keep practicing, and balancing, and loving. Thank you. We'll find a deep breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Closing the space. Allow every light body cell, allow all of our DNA to be activated so we may receive these frequencies, upgrades, and downloads, so we may serve the time, so we may help set each other free over and over and over again. Medicine, I pray you have a super blessed day, and this is so much fun to explore and move through this, and I'm so grateful to have you here witnessing and watching, and I'm excited to see how this continues to unfold itself. And so to love, to freedom, to we-ness, I love you the way I love me.